three big finals, and there's only one starting point, and that's Saturday evening in the Gaelic Grounds. Limerick and Cork, maybe what could be yet another classic played out between these two teams.
Yeah, obviously last year's two games were just epic. Really, really as good hurling games that you will ever see, and the rivalry that they built up last year. There was great expectation going into the Gaelic Grounds a few weeks ago, and of course it never turned out the way we would have anticipated it at all. A 16-point win, reaffirmation of the Limerick of old in so many ways. Cork was so off. But we come into Saturday night's game with expectation that Cork will not perform like that again, and perhaps maybe even Limerick won't perform like that. They have a very good recent record of Munster finals in the Gaelic Grounds. They obviously beat Clare there 2 years ago. They beat Tipperary so emphatically in 2019 as well. So they have a very, very good record in these particular games there. But I do expect quite a strong reaction from Cork. Maybe not enough to win it, but certainly a reaction that would see them considerably eat into that 16-point deficit.
The narrative column coming into the game in the Gaelic Grounds a few weeks ago, only 3 weeks ago obviously, was Limerick had a point to prove after the previous year. Cork were All-Ireland favourites nearly coming into that game. It's amazing how the narrative has shifted now again, and it's back to Limerick being heavy favourites and questions about Cork.
Well, I was reading Pat Ryan's remarks from his press conference ahead of this Munster final, and this whole idea about a bookmaker paying out odds in advance, and that, as you call it, that whole narrative around Cork. And we contributed to some degree as well, because the league final was certainly an emphatic win for Cork, followed up by, they were pretty good for a long time against Clare until they were caught. Obviously Shane Barrett's red card had an impact there. And then Tip lose Darren McCarthy, and they go on well, but they're playing, there's 15-minute spells where they're playing really, really well. So they're caught a bit cold when they come in against Limerick, and it's a little bit rabbit into the headlights. I suppose on the back of last year's 2 wins over Limerick as well, it was almost a perfect storm for Limerick. And they were storing that away all winter to deliver a response like that. And they've Cian Lynch back to his best. I mean, he was magnificent in his artistry that day. It was just a joy to look at him pinging those passes that, the passes are complete before you almost realise what's happening.
He's like a fella in a playground, isn't he?
He really is. He really is. I mean, he is the ultimate hurling artist now in the game.